Alright, back again, Luke here. And today we've got out the old Panda Custom Control Box Super Gun, and I figured we could put in this game here, Beirut. So, let's pop this on and play some of that. Well, this game here is a bit of a mixture between a couple of different games, one of those being Contra. Has some other parts to it that remind me a little bit of RoboCop, but we'll start it up here and give it a shot nonetheless. Now the volume's going to be down just a little bit, and the main reason for that is because the two channels, the sound effects and the music, are intertwined into one. And it sounds really staticky sometimes and really hard to understand at other times, so we're going to keep it down a little bit low. I've also got this thing set to free play as far as credits go, because if you put it on 3 or 5 or 1 credit, you'll wind up losing, and the game can't be continued any more than like 5 times or 3 times. But on free play here, you can play it all the way through. So we'll give it a shot here and put in a coin just for fun and start it up. Alright, so right now I've got everything kind of set to rammed or rapid fire, at least for button 1 here. Button 1 is your fire button, button 2 is your jump, and button 3 allows you to change out the different weapons, which in certain areas you have to use different weapons for different bosses. Now the key point to this game here is to make sure to kill everything on screen, because they will come back and haunt you. In the bottom corner there, you can see next to the word free, there are a couple of boxes. One of them's blue. That's how many hits I can take. Sometimes you can get extra hits in the game, but if you don't, you wind up losing. You'll just die 1 hit, so. But no matter what's around you, make sure that you kill everything on screen, or else it'll come back and get you. The game's pretty cool. It's pretty long, at least for an arcade game, I think. It's got about 8 stages, which is nice. And some of the other games like Contra, regular Contra 2 or Super Contra, if you guys saw the video that I put up on that one, the long play, that one only has about 4 stages, so it's got double that, which is nice. Probably the worst part about it is just the sound effects and the music. Here's the Contra-esque that was kind of crazy. Alright. But I did play this game a little bit once before. That can be extremely annoying when it's really loud. But I was never able to get very far through it, and once again, that was the main reason. It was mainly due to the dip switch settings. So some of the hardest things in this game here, especially in this stage, is you can see on the ground here. This is an enemy, and those are everywhere in this stage. This weapon here seems to do pretty well. The fourth weapon is kind of like a 3-way shot. The second weapon is a grenade, but it can only be used when you're ducking or crouching down. So it's something that drove me nuts the first time I played it. I was wondering, why can I not use that second one? And you have to be ducked in order to be able to use it. As for the graphics here, the graphics are a bit dated, but for an action kind of run and gun, beat 'em up, shoot 'em up, it's not too bad. It's just a definite quarter muncher. And having rapid fire on here helps out immensely. Coming up on our boss here. And it's interesting because each time there's a boss, it says Beirut. I don't know why, but... And you'll hear from time to time it'll say hurry up. And if you don't hurry up, an alien like an insect will come flying across the screen and it will kill you. You can see the boss's health meter up there at the top. And there's our second stage. Third stage here. Which has some pretty decent music, but once again, sound effects really bleed it out. So if you touch an enemy or if you get hit by anything, you die, so... Nonetheless here, Beirut is a bit of a, I think a difficult game to find here. Here's a bit of some RoboCop. Let it come out a little bit more. There we go. And, you can pick up these pods along the way. You can see how I've gotten a spread shot right now. So, by picking up the various colored ones, you can either get extended hits, or you can get weapon power-ups. There's a couple of extended hits right there. So, I can get hit a couple of times now. But the spread shot is fantastic for this game. But very Contra-esque in a lot of ways. A lot of fun to play. Just the worst part about it is the music and the sound effects blended in. Coming up on our second boss here, our next boss. Yeah. This boss requires that you use the, you have to use the grenades in this one. In order to hit him on the top there. Oh. It's alright. But you spend a lot of time just waiting for him to kind of come around. And if you don't quickly defeat him, it'll say hurry up, and you'll wind up dying. Yeah. There's two of them. In order to get this last one here, you have to crouch down and use this one. But the problem is when you crouch down up here, you can't launch it out, so it can only be when this enemy is down on this level here, which is frustrating, just having to wait. And things like that don't help either. Yeah, there's the alien that comes along and kills you. So, some definite cheap points in this game here. Okay, and now we can finish him off here. It's just barely, you can see the boss coming there. This one is a hover stage, which is kind of cool. Basically just try and get through it and survive. I can't believe I didn't kill that one. Try and get some music in here a little bit when possible. Awesome kind of Sega Genesis beat going on there. Be coming up on our boss here in just a little bit. Here we go. Much faster this time around.
Keep going.
Bit of like some kind of Castlevania-esque or something going on here. These enemies here, they'll collapse and then come back to life again, so. But yeah, overall this is a pretty cool game. It does have a lot of challenging parts to it, and you know, it is designed to eat your money. If you didn't have the amount of lives, like the unlimited amount of lives in this game, it would be pretty difficult to beat. Not impossible, it would just take a long time. And with the hurry up enemy that comes along to kill you, it makes it really frustrating. Puts you under a lot of time constraints, so. And we're just kind of rushing through this one too. I think if you take your time, it might be a bit, whoa. A bit more enjoyable to an extent, I'm guessing, but I suppose as far as time-wise goes, it's looking about the same length of time so far to clear this one as it did for, what was it, Super Contra? Definitely has many more stages to it though, so. Here's where the variety gets changed up a bit more. Try to rush through this as much as possible. Got a couple of hits there. This is our boss here. It's kind of a cool boss. Comes after you once his eyes make contact with you. And you can only hit him through the center here. Still got quite a ways to go. You can see his power meter up there. There we go. I think we're coming close to our final stage here. Whoa, forgot about this one. Those things can still produce after. Oh yeah, this is the, gotta watch out for the falling larva. Here's the second to last boss, which takes a lot of hits. You can see each hand there up at the top. That's how many hits each one has, so quite a lot. And unfortunately, you can't really affect them when they're swinging up like this. This is where it starts to get more tricky, because these things, they home in on you. Sometimes they just come out of nowhere too. You're like, where did that come from? Really takes your eyes off of the hands here too that you're trying to destroy. Yeah. We're getting there though. There's one. I like the flame shot here just because it's got a little bit of a larger end on it. Just gives it a little bit more of a hit range. Alright, I think this is our final stage here. We might have to stop the video, I'm not sure. We'll have to see here if we can make it through here with the time limit or not. Might be able to. Yep. So this is our final boss here. Or I should say this is our final boss. Which once again makes it very difficult to hit. Especially when you got stuff flying all over the screen here. And that hurry up thing going on. Well, there we go. And there is the end of Beirut. So once again, just want to share a bit of a long play here through Beirut, the arcade board by Sega. Very interesting game. A bit of an old game here with the graphics being a bit dated, but yeah, overall it's not too bad. The most difficult part to deal with is the sound effects and sound, but if you've stuck on till the end here, I appreciate it, and that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. La la la.